Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. Help wanted. Help is wanted. Help is needed for the Indiana Fever. Y'all got me out here holding up signs like a homeless man. Y'all, Indiana Fever, y'all got me out here holding up signs looking for help like a homeless man. Let's talk about some of the options that may be on the table for the Indiana Fever going forward. Listen, to say it's been rough would be an understatement. To say it's been rough would be disingenuous, and I wouldn't be keeping it real with y'all. I just gotta be honest here. I wouldn't be keeping it real with you guys. But it won't be long until 22 put her cape on and makes a return. It won't be long now. So everybody else, you better get ahead while you can. Because when CC get back, she coming with a vengeance. Believe that. Let's talk about some of the options that we may have going forward. Listen, Sydney Colson is out. Sophie Cunningham is out. We have no point guard. We have no backup point guard. We have some options, short term and long term. And I want to know what you guys think about some of the options we may have going forward. So let's get into it. Some of the options that we may have. Some of these people, now, if you sign them to a hardship contract, the second Caitlin Clark comes back, you have to release them. So that's what I mean by example, a Celeste Taylor. Celeste Taylor was drafted with Caitlin Clark by the Indiana Fever last year, was released, went to the Phoenix Mercury, was released. She's out there. If you sign Celeste Taylor to a hardship contract, the second Caitlin Clark returns, you then have to release her. And that puts you back in the same spot of having no backup point guard. But if we're just looking for something short term to get us through until CC returns and we're not worried about who the backup point guard is, Celeste Taylor is a solid option. She can guard. She can definitely play really, really, really good defense. I like Celeste Taylor. She's out there. It's a good option. Grace Berger, who was also with the Indiana Fever last season, signed with the Minnesota Lynx, was released. Grace Berger is another option. I think Grace Berger is a terrific option for this Indiana Fever team. I think Grace Berger can bring a lot of value. I think Grace Berger can play. Grace Berger shot a really high percentage from three, and we know she's a really good mid-range shooter. I think Grace Berger would be a solid option here to bring in and see what we can get with her. So I would not be mad at Grace Berger. I'm one of the people who felt like we should have kept Grace Berger from the beginning. I'm one of the people who felt like we should have kept Grace Berger from the beginning. I think Grace Berger can play. She shot 46% from three, 44% from the field. Solid defensively, not great, but solid. I think Grace Berger is a solid option. Now, once you sign Grace Berger, like I said, the second Caitlin Clark comes back, you then have to release her. So that is the deal with Grace Berger and Celeste Taylor. I mean, yeah, that would be the option with those two. I'm going to give you guys the option I love the most. This is the option I believe we should exercise, and it is right here. Kate Martin. Now, Kate Martin is not a free agent. So in order to get Kate Martin, yes, we would have to make a trade. So I think in order to get Kate Martin, we have to come off of either Dantas or Bree Jones, one of them. I'm fine with. I mean, I'll try to get off Bree Jones first. Not Bree Jones. Bree Turner. I'm sorry, Bree Turner. I would try to get off of her first. If they are requiring Dantas, then I would still do it because if Don, there's no need for us to have both of them. So if we don't have Dantas and we are able to trade her for Kate Martin can play backup point guard. She's shown that she could do it in Vegas, and she's not even really getting minutes with the Valkyries. Like at the end of the day, yeah, she's the biggest name. They made money selling her jerseys and all that. Season started. She ain't really getting minutes. I think this is a beautiful time. This is the time to reunite Kate Martin with Caitlin Clark. Get Kate Martin to Indiana. I am down for this. I'm down for the cause. I'm 100% in on bringing back Kate Martin. Now, like I said, you have to trade for it, and I'm willing to come off of Dantas or Bree Turner. And at the end of the day, if I get rid of one, I still have the other. And I personally would like to see Michaela Timpson start getting some minutes because I think she can provide a spark and speed and athleticism that we just don't seem to have. This team just looks so slow. I think the youth of Michaela Timpson could provide a spark that we need. So put down in the comments if you are interested in making a trade for Kate Martin. I mean, I'm super interested in it. It's something that I would do, especially because you just don't have a need for Dantas and Bree Turner. Now, obviously, I think I would prefer to keep Dantas, but if they say, hey, the only way we'll do this is if you guys send us Dantas, then I do it. I do it. I do it, and I do it in a heartbeat, to be honest with you. Now, and also, you can also make a move for Julie Van Loo, who is also on that same Valkyries team. So at this point, it kind of depends on who you'd want more. It depends on who you would want more out of Julie Van Loo and Kate Martin. But obviously, it seems like this team tends to favor older players. So I wouldn't be surprised if, Julie Van Loo is going to still require you to trade. So you probably still have to come off of Dantas or Bree Turner for Julie Van Loo. And personally, I would prefer Kate Martin, but I think that Stephanie Whitening will go after Julie Van Loo. They would say, experience. They love going and getting older players. So, I mean, it is what it is when it comes to that. But Julie Van Loo is a good player. She can get hot. I think she would be a good backup point guard as well. Like I said, I prefer Kate Martin, but Julie Van Loo would be an option. I'm not really going to talk about Sundell too much just because I don't think she's ready. She's not experienced enough. She's just not ready. I don't think she's good enough to be a realistic option at this point, or a reliable option. I think, with Kate Martin has shown more. Obviously, you know what you're going to get with Julie Van Loo. Celeste Taylor has also shown more. So I don't really think Sundell's a viable option at this point. Now, the best player that we can get, but she wouldn't come here until Caitlin Clark returns. You would have to make this a long-term thing, and that is Kennedy Carter. Kennedy Carter is the best player out there, period. Kennedy Carter was a monster last season. I think Kennedy Carter was a top 3-point guard last year with Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, and Kennedy Carter. I think Kennedy Carter was top 3 in the league last season from the point guard position. Obviously, we know she's a beast. But she's a head case. She's basically been kicked off of 3 teams. And look, man, this ain't gonna happen. This is not gonna happen. But if we talking about who's the best player out there, hey, look, I'm desperate. I'm desperate. Help is wanted. Help is needed. Beggars can't be choosers. And at the end of the day, I'll take Kennedy Carter. I'll take whoever I can get. I will take whoever I can get. But I would love for the Indiana Fever to make a move to bring in Caitlin Clark's former Iowa Hawkeye teammate and best friend, Kate Martin. I think she would be not just a great addition because of the relationship with Caitlin Clark, but I think Kate Martin can play. She can defend her ass off. She can defend, and I think she can spell minutes at the point guard spot. She's shown she can do it, and she has the versatility to play on the wings and guard as well. I think trading for Kate Martin would be awesome, awesome, awesome. And I just don't think that you need to keep Dantas and Turner. You can offload one of them to bring in a long-term solution. And that's the thing. You're getting Kate Martin on a rookie deal long-term. So, you know, at the end of the day, we have a lot of people on one-year deals. We don't know who. We only have like 3 people on contracts for next season. Kate Martin will provide a good long-term solution as a backup. I think it's a move that should be made. Like I said, we don't need Dantas and Bree Turner. We can rock with one of them, and I'd like to see Michaela Timpson start stealing some of those minutes as well. So put down in the comments what move you think the Indiana Fever should make, because it is 911 emergency. Someone call 911. It's an emergency, and we have to figure something out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel. Put down in the comments who you want the Indiana Fever to